SuperQuiz is an amazing add-on that creates many tabs to help you break down data that you gathered from formative assessment from students in different ways. That's part of the magic of it all, is that you started with one tab and now you have a bunch of tabs down here to work with. The main tabs that are created that relate to student data are the right or wrong tab, class results, incorrect students, and the topic score breakdown. Now the topic score breakdown tab actually won't calculate anything correctly until you have processed and set up the auto feedback configuration tab. So we might want to put an asterisk next to that one. Even if you don't run or set up the auto feedback configuration tab, you could still use these first three tabs to help you learn a lot about your students and what sort of feedback that you need to give them in terms of how they scored on your formative assessment. I'm going to quickly jump through some of these tabs here. So I've added a few more sample students in here to help us give us a better sense of what more data will actually look like. So on the right or wrong tab, a good thing to note that will really help you out as a teacher is this area that actually calculates out what their percentage score will be. That's an easy tab to go to when you're transferring this information into the gradebook. As we're looking here, again, one of the beauties of SuperQuiz is that it automatically color codes using the conditional formatting on the page to show you correct answers for your students. So at a glance, you can see what questions students got right or wrong. If we click over to the class results tab, I think this tab would be very powerful if you had multiple class periods. You could compare your class periods, or if you collaborated with another teacher and shared the form together, and you could compare your class periods. This would be a really powerful tool in having some of those PLC conversations about what different teachers are doing in their class to help students understand different topics. One thing that SuperQuiz isn't automatically formatted to do, and it does so many things, but this is one thing that it does not do. It does not automatically text wrap. So turning that on before you have some of these conversations with other teachers would be a good thing. It's a simple thing that we can do considering all of the different bells and whistles that SuperQuiz does for us. What I think is my favorite tab as a teacher would actually be this tab here. This tab groups the students' emails by which question that they got incorrect. I could even do some other filtering here by different class periods if I wanted to. But I think that this is a pretty powerful tool in itself to be able to go through and see which students got that specific question incorrect. And along those same lines, the topic score breakdown tab that you can view after you have set up the auto feedback configuration tab is a very powerful tool as well, because this tells you those groupings of students based on the topic as well and how each of them did and also what their total is. Again, all color-coded, which is just so fantastic. Now there are more different ways that you can look at the data simply by going back to your add-on tab and then looking here, and I'll say give you some different things that you can open up. Two of them that are free and new for you is the Charts tab. So I'm going to click on that and get that to start to run. And I am also going to go back and click on the Compare Submissions tab and get that tab running as well. These two tabs are pretty slick. I really like the Charts tab because what it does is it breaks down what students' responses are on each individual question. This could be a really powerful tool to use with a whole class of students as you're talking about, especially if you're doing a pre-assessment, as you're talking about what their initial thoughts are based on each of the questions. Each of them are set up to be an individual Google chart, so you could copy that chart and put it into a presentation to share with the students. Or you could just pull this up and scroll down and talk to the class about their results. The other great tab that's on here is if you use this for pre and post assessments is the Compare Submission tab. What the Compare Submission tab shows you is what the student's first attempt is, and again, automatically color coding, and if they take it a multiple time here, and let's just go ahead and add in a multiple or another attempt from another student. I went back in and retook the test as student A, and their second attempt shows up here, again color coding it, and it also tells me the percentage change for that student, which is a really powerful way to be able to show and track growth for your students as well. I should give a shout out to the creator of this, Ollie Trussell. He spent a lot of time, he's a teacher in the UK, creating this. He has added some premium features in there as well. And it would be something I would think to take a look at. You can pay him anywhere between, I think, $1 and $10, and he'll give you all of the premium features for free. He didn't really want to have to charge for this, but he put so much time, effort, and energy into it that he thought that he would at least put it out there if people want to take advantage of even more features. I believe that once you pay for the premium features, that you have those premium features to the add-on on every time that you run SuperQuiz. So it's not like you have to pay for it each time. So it's a pretty small price to pay in education to kind of give a little throwback to one of our own who created something that's really awesome. So hopefully this gives you a rundown of how you can use SuperQuiz and look at your students and the information that you're getting back from them in assessments in a whole new way. So good luck with your use of SuperQuiz, and I hope this helps.